Excellent question. I've just seen the team sheet and the bench as well, and we clearly have no Llorente on there either. I wonder what's happened to him. I think the physio, if he just puts another few tests in there that are unfortunately positive, then this game would have been off. But this isn't what we do. This isn't what Bielsa does. So instead, unfortunately, we have plenty of injuries, plenty of suspensions, and now also Llorente out as well. Cody Drummer also will come in at right back. Robin Koch will play his first game this season, and Joffrey Gohard will be up top, which is great to see. But it's a big ask for all those to come in and really hit the ground running. Certainly, I thought after the Chelsea performance, I thought it was a great performance. We deserved something out of that game. Going into that Man City game, it was disappointing because certainly we were up against a team. It doesn't matter how well we played, by the way. That team of Man City was always going to beat us. I thought they were superb. Not only one of the best teams, obviously, in England, but in Europe, if not the world. So we struggled. However, it's the manner of the defeat, which I think was quite frustrating. And after 2-0 down, after 12 minutes, we kept trying to do the same things, and that, for me, was very frustrating. However, I think when you do have a poor result, I'm going to forget the question from you. I'm just going to answer it myself. How do you recover from a 7-0 defeat? Right, what you do, fortunately, is play straight away. And it's only 2 or 3 days later, you're straight back into a game, and that is really important. But I look at it the other way as well. For some of these young lads, it's an opportunity. Because if things are going swimmingly well, those young boys don't get that chance. So, we all started somewhere. Dom started at no doubt 18 or so. I was exactly the same. And it's when things don't go quite right, you get your chance. You've got to grab it with both hands. So let's hope we see Drummer and certainly Gohard grab those chances. But I'm always positive. We know it's going to be tough, but we have to start the game well. We have to build that confidence. We have to win the first header. First pass has to be spot on. The first challenge, everything. You need to start the game well, and then see if we can grow from there. But good luck to the lads. We know it's going to be difficult, but the support that you give, the support of Man City as well after 7-0 was absolutely tremendous. And today, these boys need certainly lifting, and I know you're going to do that. So good luck to those lads, and get out there and support the boys.
Thank you, Tom. One thing, Dom, playing against teams that we have done over the past few games and for the next couple of games, it's always going to be a tough period. And I'm going to ask the same question as Tony, why are we playing? And secondly, the mental scars from such a defeat. How do you get over it as a professional? Is it the manager who lifts you? Is it coaches? Is it family life? What is it that actually lifts you to get over those sort of mental catastrophes?
Well, I think it's a bit of everything that you both said and both what Tony said. I think you have to go back to basics. It's a word we use in football all the time, and I use that all the time because it's true. You get back to basics when things are going bad. Like I said, the Man City performance was awful. We all know that. So when you're talking about the players who played in that game, the scars of it, it's now an opportunity to put it right. It was awful at Man City. I was there. Tony was there. A lot of other people were there watching as well. A lot of fans came to the game. It was not the Leeds United that I've known over the last couple of years. The performance wasn't great. I think we started after being 2-0 down. Like Tony said, we kept doing the same things over and over again. I think at some point Bielsa has to maybe, and who am I to tell Bielsa what to do? Because obviously he's done what he's done. But I do think at times we can't just keep persisting in the way we're playing. And I think at times there is times to make changes, the right times. And I think we have got that wrong a few times. Like I say, I'm no Marcelo Bielsa, I don't claim to be. But I think at times we have made some bad decisions, and I think we need to improve upon that. And like Tony said, the young lads who get the opportunity to play today, when I got my opportunity to get my first start, I was absolutely, I couldn't believe it. When you get that call, you're playing, it's the best feeling in the world. And I think when you get that opportunity, you've got to grab it with both hands, and you've got to try and stay in the team there. Any young player, it's all about staying in the first team. It's not about playing the reserves, playing the 23s, the 18s. That's part of the road, but when you get around the first team, you've got to grab it with both hands and try and stay in that team. And I think, especially Geltart, he's the one player that I've really looked at this season and thought he could get so much better with more game time. And hopefully again today, he gets his goal or he gets assists or he brings something to the table, because he's the kind of player, I don't think he'll fear this game. Some players you worry about before games, but I don't think he will. And it's a game I think we can win, but it's going to be tough. I think Tony's right in the way he's analysed it. I think there's Arsenal playing well. They've won the last 2 games, and the last performance against West Ham was excellent. They played really well, and they look like a proper side, and they are building something at Arsenal, and that's what Arteta's all about. They've got a good manager, and we need to now somehow dig a result from somewhere with a probably weakened team, to be honest. But like I said, there's opportunities for the other lads now to come in and do well. So hopefully we get the 3 points and we can move forward as well. But it's going to be tough. So like I said, we need the support of everyone today around the ground. Get behind us, and hopefully we can get the win.